Today we are doing some persuasive writing. And when we're doing persuasive writing, we are trying to convince someone to think the same thing as us. So we want them to share our opinion. We want to show them that our opinion is the best one, and we want them to think the same way. So what we're thinking about is the ibis the perfect pet? Yeah. And what did we decide? No. So we disagree. So the first thing I need to do is I need to write down the title. So the title for my work is the ibis a perfect pet? It's kind of a question and a title. So I will underline it as well. Now I need to write my answer to that. So we decided no. So we're going to use some really strong words here. We're going to say, I strongly believe. Have you used those words before?
Yes.
Yes, some people have, some people haven't. I strongly believe that the ibis would not make the perfect pet. Okay, so I've said what I think in one sentence. Okay, that's all you need to do to start off your writing. Just think of one sentence and say what you think about the question. So we finished that. Now we can leave a line in our books and we need to put our 3 reasons. Now people at home, you will see this cloud here. Before recess, all the students at school thought about some different reasons. There's a couple of funny ones there. Why you would not want to have an ibis at your house. So here's the reasons that we came up with. It flies around. So do you want a pet that flies around your house? If you like birds, you might, but the ibis is really, really big, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
We saw one in the playground. We saw a few, actually.
Yeah.
And we realised they're actually quite big, and you probably don't want such a large bird flying around your house.
And some are this small.
Okay.
What?
Shh. Okay, remember what we said? We're going to be nice and quiet while in the video. Okay, the next reason is the ibis needs a lot of space to explore its world and to fly around and get exercise and things like that. Another reason is they make really messy poops and you can't really house train them. You can't tell them you need to poop outside like a dog. The ibis doesn't understand that and it will just poop wherever it wants. Then we've got, it can be hard to keep. Do you put it in a cage?
Yeah.
Do you think it could get out of the cage?
Nope.
Do you not put it in a cage? Don't do that, please. Eats my food. So ibises are now used to scavenging for food. That means looking for food in places where it wouldn't have. So it might have been looking in the bin. Can you imagine having an ibis at your house looking through your bin to try and find some food? That wouldn't be very good.
No.
And then finally we thought its beak is really long and pointy and maybe that's dangerous. So we came up with a whole bunch of reasons why you would not want an ibis as a pet. And what you should do is in your book you should draw a big cloud, make sure it's nice and big so you can fit your important ideas inside. And then you should think of some ideas. You can use our ideas if you want, or you can think of your own ideas. But you need to have 3. So we're going to choose 3 of these ideas to use in our writing today. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one. And I think I might use the dangerous beak as well. They're my 3 favourites. Okay, all I need to do is one sentence for each idea. So let's start with this one. I believe that the ibis would fly around the house and cause things to be knocked around. I don't know, maybe I can think of a better sentence. What else could I say? if a big bird, like the ibis, is flying around the house, it might smash things or it might get in the way. What do you think? Do you like that one?
Yes.
Yes? No?
Yes.
Some people like it, some people don't. Good thing you're writing your own writing. Okay. Firstly, because it's my first reason, if a large bird like the ibis is at your home, it might smash things by flying around. And you know what? I actually thought of something while I was writing, and this might happen to you as well. You might be writing something and you might realise, actually, there's a better way I can say this. What could I do to make this better? Now, I'll show you where my mistake is. I said it might smash things by flying around. But I'm trying to convince people that my idea is right. So maybe I'll just change my word a little bit to make it more convincing. Let's see. Instead of saying it might smash things, I'm going to say it will. I want you to think that my idea is the best. So I'm going to say, firstly, because it's the first reason, if a large bird like the ibis is at your home, it will smash things by flying around. Does that sound like a good reason to not have an ibis as a pet?
Yes.
Pretty good reason. Okay, finished my first reason. Now I can go on to the next one. So I'm going to leave a line in my book. And if you've finished your first page, you can go to the next page. Secondly, eats my food. How could I write that? Secondly, ibises have learned how to get food out of bins. And if I have an ibis at my house, it might get food out of my bin.
And make a huge mess. I will share the ibis my food or what I don't know.
Okay, secondly, ibises, nearly spelled it wrong there, have learned how to get food out of the bin. If you have an ibis as a pet, it will go through your
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
And make a big mess.
Yes, bin.
And make a big ginormous
To get food. And I love how someone actually said ginormous. We want to make it sound as disastrous as possible because we want people to believe what we think. Okay? And make a gigantic mess.
Sometimes the ibis are too heavy and they knock over the bin.
That's terrible. Remind them how bad it is. That's terrible. You don't want an ibis.
And you have to clean it up.
Then you have to spend your time cleaning it up. And it will be stinky. And if you already have a dog, maybe the dog will come over and start eating the rubbish. Oh, goodness gracious, what a disaster. Okay, I hope you understand what I mean. The next thing we would do is we would do our third reason. I'm not going to write a third reason because I reckon everyone can understand what we're doing here. So I'm just going to show what we're going to do at the very end. So at the end of my writing, I leave a line, and then all I need to say is a little summary sentence, which is, these are the reasons why I strongly believe that the ibis would not make the perfect pet. So all you need to do is write this again, but you need to say these are the reasons why in front of it. It's pretty simple. So, these are the reasons why I strongly believe the ibis, and you know what, I'm going to change it up. I'm going to say something different. Would be a horrible pet.
Yes.
And then I'll be finished. After I've finished, I need to read through everything I've said. I need to make sure I've got a capital letter at the start of every sentence. I need to make sure I've got a full stop at the end of every sentence. And I need to make sure it makes sense so that whoever's reading it knows exactly what you mean. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed that. Everybody here, we're all going to have a go at doing this now, and we're going to do 3 reasons. Don't forget, I only showed you 2, but we're doing 3. Okay?